So here are 5 things that every guy should know about their hair and hair care. Especially if you have curly hair, it's very essential that you keep it healthy in order for it to look the best and the fresh. Now here's the truth. We all know that us guys, our hair doesn't stay with us forever. There are only lucky few that actually takes their hair until the very old age. But for a lot of us guys, it all just falls apart. So while we have our hair, why don't we take care of it and make it the best we can and enjoy with it? So here today I'm going to tell you 5 things that you can do to make your hair fresh, looking good. So number 1 point is don't touch your hair. A lot of people unconsciously touch their hair because maybe it's itchy and we just scratch it, or some people just find it interesting and start touching our hair, or other people start touching your hair. You should not let that happen, because we all know how much germs in our hands are. At least I hope with 2020 and 2021 has taught us everything that we need to know about germs that are in our hand and how dirty they are. And you don't want to be having those germs in your hair. Throughout the day we touch so many things, and if we touch our hair with that hand, the same hand that has so many germs, guess what? That germ's gonna go to your hair and eat your hair and make it damaged. Before you touch your hair, make sure your hands are clean, and don't let anybody, especially someone who doesn't clean their hand. Point number 2 is limit the heat. When we're drying our hair, the best thing to do is let it air dry. However, not everybody has the time to air dry it, especially if you have longer hair. What tends to happen is if you want to air dry it, it takes so long. It takes up to 2 hours to air dry it. So in that case, what some guys tend to do is use blow dryer, and they go full blast on the hottest to make it dry as fast as quickly. If you can, always use the colder side of the blow dryer, so that way you're not using too much heat and making your head dried up too much. Now I always recommend air drying it. However, some people has to get their hair dry faster. So in that case, you can use a blow dryer, but make sure the heat is at the minimum. Moving on to number 3 is you guys should be getting your hair trimmed every month or every 2 months. So why get your hair trimmed every month or every so often? Is to avoid split ends. You don't want your hair to look so dirty and frizzy and dry. So in order to prevent that, what you guys should be doing is getting your hair trimmed every few months. That way your hair will be looking the best, and it will give you the best experience with your hair, especially in your journey to grow longer hair. Moving on to point 4 is to let your conditioner do the work. What I mean by that is when you use your conditioner, by the way, you should be using conditioner on your hair very much. When you use your conditioner, what some guys does is they put it on and they wash it right after work, and that doesn't usually get you the best result. What you should be doing is putting it on your hair and letting it sit there for 5 to 10 minutes. That way the conditioner can actually do its work on your hair, and when you come out the shower, it'll be looking the best and the best. So even the product itself recommends that you should be letting the conditioner on your hair for at least 5 to 10 minutes. So start doing that and your hair will look a lot better. Now the last but not the least advice that I have for you guys and that you guys should know is it's okay for your hair to fall. Now I see a lot of guys commenting in my comment that they're worrying about hair falls, and I'm here to tell you that's perfectly normal. I have had experience with both longer and shorter hair, and I found out that the same amount of hair falls when you have longer and shorter hair. However, because it's longer, and when you have longer hair, it tends to look and appear a lot more than how it was when it was shorter. So then guys get worried that their hair is falling, they're balding and stuff. But I'm here to tell you that's completely normal. The only time I would be worried is if it's an excessive amount. If it's an excessive amount and you can actually see the balding pattern, then I would worry. However, a little bit here and there, that's completely normal. So there you have it, guys. These are 5 things that you guys should know about your hair, especially if you have curly hair. So you guys can start doing this and have your hair looking fresh for as long as you can. Peace out, guys.